Namaste, Rev G. I'm back again. I was trying earlier, but Pachi wasn't letting me do it. She was really interfering, but I thought I would try now, and I think that this might be good to go. So, thank you for joining me. I was saying to Sister Chris yesterday that I really wanted to do an Advent series. So I was I'm calling it Preparing the Way for Spirit to Enter In. And I was thinking about, like, for the 4 weeks, like what to kind of focus on, what to explore. So the first week, this week, is about cleaning the house, right? And the second week we'll be talking about getting the preparations together, basically setting the table. And I'm thinking of, like, if you're having guests over, right? We just had Thanksgiving, and it was a lot of preparation. The first thing you do is you clean the house, and the second thing you do is you start getting all the preparations ready for the table, like the dishes and the tablecloth, and what utensils are we going to use? Are we going to get the nice stuff? Are we going to bring out the nice stuff? Are we going to do disposable stuff, right? And then it goes on from there, right? So the third week, what I was thinking is we would then talk about the nourishment. What food are we going to serve to the guests, kind of thing. So what's the nourishment that is involved? How do we nourish ourselves? And then the last is, of course, the literally welcoming the guests into your home. And so those are the 4 basic topics, if you will, that I'd like to kind of talk about and discuss and think about. And I'll post this as soon as I'm finished with the live stream. I'll post it on Facebook, in our Facebook private group, so that you can have an opportunity to listen to it and then, give me your insight, your thoughts on it. So, week 1 is about cleaning up the house. And what's the house? We're the house. So we're spiritual beings having a human experience where this spirit, or Atman, is housed within this body, housed within this mind, housed within this embodiment, right? And so how do we clean the house? In recovery, we talk about a 4th step, which is an inventory, a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. So what does that really mean? That means I look at the areas in my life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the assets and the liabilities, the things that I'm really good at, that I'm doing well in, and then the areas in which I want to grow. And so that's, like, really the part of the cleaning the house. And in part of cleaning the house is also looking, I think, at resentments that we might have, areas where we should be forgiving, areas where we should be asking for healing, areas where there's still injury and we're asking for God's grace and mercy to transform that for us. So when I'm thinking about cleaning my body, cleaning my mind, and cleaning my body, by the way, also involves watching what I eat. What are the things that I eat? Am I eating clean things, clean food? Thanksgiving, wow. I mean, it's not even Thanksgiving. It feels like a never-ending battle of what I should be eating versus what I am actually eating. And that exercise also. Today was the first day that I actually got in the pool and did the 20 minutes. I mean, I do, other things, like mucking the stalls at the barn and stuff like that, where I'm actually using, my energy in that way. Speaking of cleaning, I did that yesterday. I cleaned one of the stalls, and it was, I was sweating pretty bad, but when I think about cleaning, I think about cleaning my spirit, cleaning my speech. I I kind of made a commitment to myself that starting with today in Advent, that I was going to really watch my mouth. I know that there are people that think that there's nothing wrong with it, and I was, I am and was one of those people that it's just like, oh, come on, there's nothing like a nice curse to really make you feel less frustrated or something. But somebody, a good friend of mine, Reverend Laurie Cardona, was saying that it's a low vibration. And that why would I want to do that? Why would I want to bring myself into a lower vibration? Oh, you hear Pache is weighing in on that one. So I want to clean my speech up. I really want to do that. I did that for 2 years. I renounced cursing and foul language. And if we believe that we're, again, these carriers of spirit, which we are, right? We're kind of like the chariot. Our bodies are like the chariot for Krishna. We want it to be clean. And so when we talk about like the first week of Advent, cleaning the house, we're cleaning all of the things that aren't serving our higher selves, right? And right speech. The Buddha talked about it. It's it's the eightfold path, right? Is right one I believe it, in fact, that the first one might be right speech. And Don Miguel Ruiz in the Four Agreements also talks about be impeccable with your word. And what is he saying? Well, it's not just about, be a man of your word, or don't lie, or don't talk bad about other people, and don't gossip. That's part of it, but also my speech. Am I being vulgar? Am I using vulgarity? Am I cursing? Am I, why are we doing that? I mean, in fact, it's one of the commandments, not to take the Lord's name in vain. And you say, well, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to say the F-bomb. And that's got nothing to do with God's name. And I know I've heard people say, God doesn't care. It's all right. God is okay with that. All of that is fine. That's just all co-signing, rationalization, justification. I know that. I'm pretty good at that too. But the bottom line is this, as it refers to clean language. If I am a temple of the Holy Spirit, if I am a temple, if I am this chariot for Krishna to ride in, I want to make sure it's nice and clean. If I'm going to invite guests into my home, I want to make sure that I vacuumed. I don't want there to be dirt, really. If they're going to use the bathroom, I want to make sure that the bathroom is clean. So clean in mind and body and spirit, and also cleaning my thoughts. So it's not just what comes out of my mouth, but it's also the thoughts in my head. And sometimes I could be a little negative, a lot negative. And I got to clean that up too. So it's like this week is about cleaning up my act. Cleaning up my act in my speech, cleaning up my act in my thoughts, cleaning up my act as far as my act, cleaning up my house, cleaning this house, cleaning this embodiment, cleaning the chariot so that Krishna can enter in and be welcomed, right? And feel at home with a higher consciousness. So mind, body, eating clean, eating better, exercising, moving my body, moving my energy, right? So clean mind, body, and spirit. And, the bottom line is that my soul, Atman, is perfect in and of itself. It's in complete and total perfection. There's nothing that I need to do to clean up my soul. My soul is already clean. But my body and my mind is not, and my intellect and all of that is not necessarily a clean, friendly environment for spirit to dwell. So I want to make sure that I'm aware of that. And, I'll end with this. There was this beautiful, this beautiful series, the Ramayana, and it was on YouTube. It's on YouTube still. You can just Google it. There's actually a couple of versions of it. And it's all about Lord Rama and Hanuman and Sita and the whole story of everything that's contained, within the Ramayana. And there's a scene where the sages are doing a puja, and they're throwing, the rice into the puja, as they do, into this, the fire, the yagna, right? And these demons are throwing garbage into the puja, into the fire. And Ram is called upon to destroy the demons. And it makes me think about, how clean is my language? How clean are my thoughts? How clean is my body, right? How clean are all of these vehicles with which spirit can enter in? I want spirit to enter into my mind. Well, I need to clean my mind up, right? I want spirit to enter into my body. I need to clean my body up. I want spirit and spirit language to, come out of my mouth. So I want to, not to be pious. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about fraudulent, hypocritical piety. I'm talking about intention in my thoughts, in my words, and in my deeds. And that's the way I'm going to clean up. I'm going to clean this house to welcome spirit, getting ready, preparing the way for spirit to enter in. So I hope that you got something out of this. I know I did. Every time I speak and say it, I speak it into action. And that means that I'm reminding myself, as Sheikh Shafayat Muhammad would say, I'm reminding myself. I'm not just reminding anybody else. It's all about me, reminding myself. And we'll talk next week about how we set the table and what is the table and what are we doing. It's really we're going to be talking about our tools, our spiritual practice next week. Okay.